I realized something just a little bit ago. The IRS is an absolutely communist organization. I know most people think that income tax in general is a communist tenet. It's in the Communist Manifesto, the graduating income tax. But it's the enforcement of it that's wrong. We're forced. The IRS is above the courts. I had my stock account garnished without warning. They basically stole my money. Seriously. And they overrode the court. They didn't have to get a court order, they just did it. And they went to court to say they were doing it, but it wasn't like I was involved or anything. I had no rights. And like on here on YouTube, if you do your, you sign up for the AdSense accounts, you gather up money by putting ads on your videos, and all of a sudden you want to do a payout, you have to fill out an IRS form. They're forcing you to. You can't get around them. You get a job, they take your money. Every paycheck. That's illegal. That's against everything in the Constitution, everything in any law book. It's a big joke. This is a communist country. It's just done differently. But, China, they got all kinds of capitalist things all over the place, but that's called a communist country. I mean, it's just all becoming a joke, Oh, boy. Even the Constitution says the taxes are voluntary. This is not voluntary. This is forced. I don't think I'll ever get my AdSense money, and the IRS will just take it. That's theft. What if I want to renounce my American citizenship? Who says that I ever had it? Or whoever says, just because you're born in a country means that you gotta do what the country says? It's not freedom. It's not reality. That's just crap. And why can't people just all band together and say, no, this is not a communist country, and that is communism. 100 years of communism. Celebrated right now, 1913 to 2013, 100 years of communist dictatorship in the guise of who knows what. A military-industrial complex with flags waving by idiots that watch the idiot box and have no clue what's really going on. You work all week, the best hours of your day, the hours of the day where you have energy, where you could think of something innovative, where you could, invent something. There are no inventors anymore. Nobody tinkers around with, gadgets to try to make their own electricity like Tesla did. He did all that stuff just in a room messing around with magnets and copper wire. That's really how he did it. It's how Thomas Edison made electricity. They generated their own electricity in a small room. Everybody could do that if they put their minds to it and make their house self-sufficient for electricity, but nobody does that. Because you just think, oh, I can't do that. We're brainwashed. You can. If you dig deep enough in your backyard, you'll hit pretty good water. You dig even deeper, you're going to hit oil. Because guess what? Oil is not a finite resource. It's not only in certain parts of the world, it's everywhere. The entire middle of the earth is probably oil. It's probably the blood of the planet, because the planet's an organism, a living being. And that's its blood. It's combustible blood. That's what I'm starting to think. Like when BP had the blow up in the Gulf, we're supposed to believe that 3 miles under the ocean is a bunch of decaying trees from the, what is it called, the Jurassic Cretaceous period? It's like, no, that's stupid. That's deep. That isn't a bunch of stuff just falling on a bunch of plants. Bullshit. Anyway, natural gas, you can probably find that too if you dig deep enough. We pay all these people and they've got us by the neck and by the balls. And they can just shut you off when it's screaming hot in the summer, if you can't pay your bill, or in the wintertime. Just inhumane. We agree to all these inhumane things. What I want is for all necessities taken care of by the collective of people, and then You know, everybody has shelter, everyone has free food, everyone has free utilities, and then have everything else be capitalism. You want to have a line of fashion, you can charge your own price for that. And everyone wants to have their money to buy things that are for fun, or, you know, building materials if you want to build something, but your necessities are free. That's the world I want. You know, and taxing for police and everything, you pay for police. If you don't pay your police bill, then you don't get to dial 911. That's what I want. Really, voluntary. And I think everybody would do that. You volunteer for a collective health insurance, and if you don't have that card, you don't get treated at the hospital unless it's a total emergency. But enforced payment, you know, I mean, just they can come after you if you don't pay. Just something different. And no illegals. Just, so much has got to change. We got to pull all those criminals out of the government. We got to shut down the television stations that lie about history and everything that's going on currently. I'm rambling. But, yeah. Where's McCarthy hearings when you need them? This is a communist country. The United States is a communist country.